big a chance to cross towards the site.
Yeah, and you can kind of see, right, it looked like their big weren't entirely committed. The bomb hadn't rotated down yet. It's not until they don't spot a player close within the bomb site that they realize, well, with no one in connector and them only holding the cross, we don't need smokes to get into B. We're already in the bomb site itself, and now with that bomb down, 3v4 for Mousesports on this retake. They've got a hell of a lot of work to do, and Smooth, you're actually making that task seem that much harder now as he takes down Frozen. Carrigan and Chris J all that remain, and they are getting shut down. Ooh, Chris J with a nice double, but it's quickly cancelled out.
Hey sen. Evet sen. Güzel CSGO skinleri ister misin?
Yes.
O zaman doğru yerdesin. ForceDrop.gg sitesine girerek NS CSGO kodunu kullanıp %25 bakiye bonus alabilirsin. Ve sitede birbirinden farklı bir sürü oyun modu da mevcut. Özellikle ben kazan modunu oynayarak 24 dolardan 94 dolara kadar bakiyemi çıkarabildim. Link açıklamada. İyi seyirler.
If you're Mousesports, you just want to stop this bomb going down, really. You don't want to have too many casualties here. The bomb's not into the site. It will get dropped down below. So maybe they could, if they can deal with ROPS. There's a world, but no, yeah, mopped up nice and quick.
From this utility, a second wave of it coming in, and now they're going to start to aggress. tabseN already on the bomb train, great kill while fully blinded, but Frozen comes through the smoke. He's found one, doubled it up. The trades are still in. Bigger making this interesting, but will they be able to convert it in the post plant?
Oh, that nade from Chris J will buy them some precious time, and that has allowed ROPS to come in from this flank. Another man who's on a flank of his own is Carrigan, and with that kill, that is the bomb dropped. So all the effort that XANTARES and tabseN have put into this round does just get laid waste. His prong off, and so now as they make their presence known from Ivy, 15 seconds or just under left on the clock, they've really got to get a move on. tabseN's already fallen. 8 seconds, there's just no time. Surely they're trying to get into the site, but WOXIC doesn't even have to hit the shot. The round was already over. He's done more than that anyway, finding a double. Round ends, Tizian stays alive.
Smooth is nearby though. Flash is coming into the A site now, and finally Big gonna make their move. It's a 1-for-1 immediately, with players coming out through both T-Con and PopDog. tabseN, he's in the yard. Smooth has found another opening kill. That's Chris going down, and WOXIC can have no impact into this round. He's just been fully smoked off. Similar story for ROPS, who does go up on the boost, but there's a smoke on the bomb trade. He can't do anything right now. Big have time to work this site, and tabseN's found another kill onto WOXIC deep in CT. Carrigan going wide, finds a single frag, and they still don't know the ROPS is here, but the drop-off might give away the fact there's 2 CTs in the site. Nade certainly does. Bomb plant attempted, but Smooth has got the cover, and Big...
Yeah, they've paused. They've taken a breather. Next. 15 seconds. They've got to commit next. Oh, Carrigan's seen him. Carrigan knows. They lose ROPS instantly inside of the bomb site. There's players all around Carrigan. Surely he's not going to survive this. And indeed, he does not. He will perish, as does Frozen over in the connector. Mousesports hunkering down into the A site. They will find tabseN initially, and Big now trying to split into B, trying to go on the back of this fake A execute that they threw in, but they haven't accounted for one man who still resides inside of the bomb site, and that is WOXIC. He's got this AWP, but he's dancing around the bomb train. They've wrapped all around him though, and that smoking connector blocks off vision. So it's allowed for this wrap, and the kills are still coming in for Big. It's a 2v3 next, 11 points of health. Tizian's gone through. ROPS does spot him. That almost gets dangerous for a second, but now it has dropped the bomb at the feet of Mousesports. They'll mop that up.
Jay has gotten aggressive towards T-Con, and he's put tabseN down to 15. That's good damage. He'll convert it onto XANTARES. Tizian gets out through PopDog, but there's still players all over this site. Mousesports, deadly duo. But Chris J, he wants to end this as soon as possible. Smooth is not ready for the aggressive main push, and now it is just tabseN tagged up earlier, looking to get finished off, and he will. No one spotted. And again, Mousesports, they love this aim control, but this time XANTARES was ready.
Oh, you'll see those Ivy smokes going in, but it's only one man looking to really play off the back of them. Oh dear, Frozen. These flashes have given him a gateway now. He'll wait, and he'll shut down 2. Oh, he stopped the push. Get out of the A site. Frozen sends them packing. Tizian left up alone. 7.
Fast out into the yard. Chris, he's got to deal with this. Molotov sections off tabseN, but 2 players are still already out. 2 players, 2 kills for Mousesports. Make it a 3rd. And XANTARES is trapped behind E-Box with players coming from all sides. He converts a spray, but ROPS is trying to knife the rest of the T's, and this is a mess, Harry. What is going on? They've swapped positions, both of them are low, and tabseN, he's dead, surely.
So here's Carrigan in that smoke. And there he goes. He's taking that initial fight. It is actually next to get the better of him. But here's Rops arriving on a flank. And these flanks have been nothing but problems for Big. This time they actually are able to get a handle on it pretty damn quickly. And in doing so, I imagine we might have seen a play back towards that B site from Big. The second they peeled out from main, that's what I was anticipating. Instead, they turned their attention towards Ivy, and they have found Chris J. That first kill going their way, but they've got to follow up, and they're not able to do so. It's Smooya alone in this 1v2.
Oh, and he's not going to get around the corner. WOXIC's already there with the AW lining up on me. I didn't see anything on the ground. Frozen staring at pixels that don't exist, and that's the bomb, Harry. It's just gone flying, tumbling into the air. tabseN's found an opening kill on the CT side, and XANTARES is pushed up to the position that Smooya was in. 2 kills. Rops trying to trade it back out, but surely this one's out of the question. 1 on 3. They're all over the site, and they have the bomb.
Yeah, Rops does have a PT50, though. And yeah, Mao's just going to commit to be Tizian holding close on the ramp. And actually that smoke does leave him blind. He tries to go pushing through it, and he'll get shut down as a result. So the bomb plant at least locked in for Mao's. And the key word there is at least 3v3 as WOXIC has shut down XANTARES on this retake.
Oh, but crossing through the smoke, Chris gets caught by tabseN, and now it just leaves one man on the site, one man who has successfully made it back into the box halls. WOXIC, he's just staying alive for the 1v3 unless Frozen can make his job easier, and that's going to be a kill that certainly will. Dropping tabseN from above, and Frozen's found Smooya as well. There's no giving up here for Mousesports, even in the ecos. Next is going to have to clutch it, but he can't find this shot.
Or purchase here for Big. They try and get the Force by Wars going, and that's not a bad start. Some good damage found on the back of utility. tabseN in with a kill from the scout, and so actually already you've done decent damage if you're Big. XANTARES actually able to extend it even further. And they're trying to, they are closing the gap. I was going to say they're trying to close the gap. They are getting closer to this site, but it's at quite the cost, and now more players getting degged down, getting put to solo HP. I mean, WOXIC 1 point of health. This man is dead if someone so much as looks at him the wrong way. For his point guard to get in there, and he's just going to get shut down at the first hurdle. WOXIC 1 point of health and a dream. 1v3 required. Surely not. Surely this is Big stealing around back.
And they don't even know that Tizian's coming in on this flank. He's been going all the way from B through T-spawn, and now he's in the back lines.
If they find tabseN, there is a very real chance, but tabseN holds his own, shuts down Ivy. This should be the round on the back of those 2 kills.
Yeah, without a doubt. 15 seconds. Rops is coming through main, and he's got a player in old hell to deal with. That's just going to delay him. Even if he got that kill, the time would have been so low. WOXIC trying to stick the plant, but shot.
Then the best AWPer in the form of WOXIC. I've been keeping up with their little tally of kills, and it was looking good for old mate WOXIC up until recently. These last few rounds, XANTARES has been turning up the heat. This one, just the pistols, obviously. Sure, they get Smooya, but that's it. And this should be the equalizing round. Going to be 10-10.
No, come on, not like this. Phew.
Beware over towards Ivy, but it looks like the B play is hoping to be the answer for Mao's, but it might not be, right? Tizian and Smooya.
What a play.
Doing such a good job of locking down this bomb site. Smooya just dancing through those smokes, and WOXIC even trying to bail. He's trying to get out of there, and he has managed to get up through the ramp. So now you look towards Chris J. You look at this man to try and secure this A site while WOXIC is rotating down. He's not going to go down through the pop dog. Instead, it's a lengthy rotation in through main. 1v4. He'll walk to his demise, and it's Big to take the...
Chris J has gotten out through A, but oh dear, they realized they threw in a molly, but he's going to take down XANTARES as it blooms. The trade there, but 1-for-1s in a round like this are exactly what Mousesports are gunning for. Finally, an untraded kill, and Big get away with an advantage again. They've got this split down Ivy from Karrigan, but tabseN turning around at the perfect moment. This should be a done deal, really, at this point. Only 2 players left up for Mouse, and little by little they fall.
Yeah, this really does feel like a bit of a case in point of example of how when one team has a bit more damage found on a Frozen, it's Karrigan who tries to swing out and get an equalizer. Instead, the man advantage now swings in favor of Big that much more.
Karrigan nearly caught that timing. He saw a nade go out and knew there was a window at which he could get aggressive, but tabseN, he moves back a couple of feet, and that just gives him the time to prime and ready the scope. WOXIC knows. Good timing with a grenade, but little damage. And actually gives him a chance to scope up. tabseN can't see because of the bloomed smoke from that nade. And WOXIC will be able to get a return frag. Another follow-up from Frozen, but traded. And Chris coming through the pop dog at the perfect time. 2v2. Mousesports don't have to commit. They don't have to dedicate into A, but they choose to anyway.
Into this A site, right? They could have peeled off, but the time for that is gone now. Smooya not able to deny the bomb plant through the smoke. And so suddenly all this patience that Big have been exuding actually becomes something turned against them. It's Smooya 1v2 inside of the site. Chris J is the bomb off, and Karrigan actually has to go running through that for a bit of damage. Bomb now dropped inside of the site. Karrigan trying to plug in those numbers, and he is getting the bomb down. It will get planted. tabseN shutting down Chris J. Karrigan from inside of the site really has to do a hell of a lot here. And tabseN, a man who has not missed much yet, trying to step up to the plate from Ivy. Karrigan inside of the site shut down, and it's WOXIC alone. 1v2. The flank from Next comes in, and close to finding Smooya there. There's no way you anticipate him being this deep inside of the site. Smooya's just been shut down, and he's kind of scratching his head, because now as Next comes in for this rotation, he's got to take time trying to clear connector. Never mind, round's done. WOXIC and Chris J have shut down absolutely everybody. How Big have been playing with this utility. This is so much damage. This is so much damage. And this round, I mean, I thought this was going to be Mousesports arriving at map point, and it still could be. It still very much could be. And now it should be, as the kills are coming in. Only XANTARES left, and he will get shut up by Karrigan. And it really feels like that's how it could end. Unless Tizian never lets it begin, he will shut down the first. Oh, he's followed up. But the trade found by Chris J at least gives Mousesports a small window of opportunity. And looking through it right now, Rob's up on the rafters. That was actually Chris J's flash to hit him fully there. Rob's, uh-oh, 2v2 now from nowhere. And the bomb down, planted for heaven and ramp. That's where Chris J and Robs are for the time being. And Chris J might even get the information that both players are here. He's just hunting the kills down, and Robs cementing it with 3 between them. They get the job done. All 5 kills for the last 2 remaining players of Mousesports. They'll take that first map. The first players to speak about it so openly as well was Robs. So let's see. Not as much as I was hoping for. Instead, it's Karrigan inside of the bomb site, who's got a lot of work to do, and he'll get shut down almost immediately. Frozen and WOXIC left up 2v3. This was looking like it could have been a great start for Mousesports, but great shots landed from the big boys, and trades getting found. Now leave this one 2v2.
Now they can just bail again. Big, they know that he's not on the bomb, so this is a done round. WOXIC just on damage control.
By tabseN over in mid.
Yeah, and the window smoke coming down, or door smoke rather, from mid. So, you know, his teammate is going to be cut out of the site. Robs has to do it all right now, and he will get one, delaying them for enough time that WOXIC can rotate out of middle, and he's dropped Smooya coming through. Still pivoting around this site. There's a player from the tunnels coming in late, and tabseN able to get that kill as WOXIC was scoped in. Psychops mode on the B site. 3-on-3 here as the plant begins to be put through for Big. They have a Molotov for the doors, or the window rather. Karrigan's going to be able...
Next making this a 2-on-2 into that little crossfire. Go Mousesports. Very little on the board, and you get it reasonably cleanly.
No one here to stop it. tabseN turning around at the right time, getting that flank kill.
Rob spotting one. If he goes any wider, he's in for a world of hurt. Rotation coming in from Frozen. The question really becomes is how much damage can Frozen do with this one AK, and can WOXIC buy any time for the rotation? Oh, he's bought more than time. He's made it look very, very doable, in fact. That little double up there now leaves Frozen for the time being in a 1v1 with Smooya inside of the site. That bomb's got to go down at some point, and Frozen still sneaking up through CT, completely unknown, at least right now, but Smooya is ready, and Big...
Clear, but at the same time, they realize they've lost the A site. Karrigan, it's all about damage. He's just got to try and get a few kills before that bomb gets planted, but fully flashed and in the face. tabseN goes in for a double, and this is just a done round. This is over. Mousesports have to hold on to their guns.
They have a very good idea as to where Karrigan realistically is, right? They kind of know, okay, well, the odds are he's going to be floating over towards short. He's looking at the crossroads. There's no way he's expecting this. So they just barrel in. They shut up Karrigan. They find the rest of... the players almost in your head, right? Like they know what you're doing before you even know what you're doing.
So, yeah, this is working out well for them. The game plan is there.
Evenly matched as they get in to the foothills of this A-bomb site. They get up the ramp. They're closing the gap. They've at least converted this back into a 3-on-3. Chris J is going to get spotted out on the elbow. I like that little bait and set because now they've positioned Frozen here, hidden in the corner at Gandalf to slowly creep out, and they've got no clue that he was ever this close. Next gets found. Rops follows up. And the
spot and the smoke, that's a great way of delaying this push as well. Gives him some time to move, and the flash is there, but the kill isn't. Tizian ready for that. WOXIC trying to re-aggress. There's 28 seconds left on the clock here. WOXIC needs to hit a shot, and he does again, but it's only a leg. Only damage off this AWP, and WOXIC, 3 bullets, all connecting, none of them killing. Big still have a chance.
Mate, they've got more than a chance. They've got the bomb site. Everything's gone their way. And Rops, I mean, how can he really know how much control they've got? Smoke goes up to allow Smooya to peek the catwalk, and WOXIC looking for that jewel. Smooya is ready and waiting on the other side. Man advantage taken now. There's the...
On the clock, XANTARES in the spawn. He's dropped into that smoke. Karrigan spotted him, but XANTARES gets away with a frag. Frozen, he's dropped the bomb. He just needs to stay alive, delay this bomb plant, but he's getting wrapped. Smooya with the pistol out, glocking him down. What a huge kill from him. It's just one man left up. Chris J with the AWP, and the Molotov on short will keep him back. What a round for Big. Another 20-second push that seems to have gone their way, and I don't think Chris wants anything to do with this. It's not going to work, though. 15 seconds, Harry. Mousesports, they haven't decided to rotate. They're committing here. Now, they are only pistols, but they just have to stop the bomb from going down, and WOXIC might have just done that. Oh, dear, what a trade. Taps him with 2. Jump shot has to work here for Frozen, or the round is done, and he's not going to be able to go for it. XANTARES saving his team there with another frag, and how on earth did Big win that round?
It's just every time they've got so much confidence in this system that they've put together. That's always the thing, right? You think, I'm loving this from Big. They're always so eager to, well, not always, it's just every now and again they'll try and go on the back of a big kill like that. This time, though, it could be to their demise. Frozen doubling down over in mid, and Rops hidden in that smoke. One man's got him by him, though, and he's not ready, so the trade will come in. Rotations from ours. Finally, they're sat a man up. 3v2 as this bomb tries to get into B, and it will get by. Molotov in the window, smoke in the door. Nade from Karrigan finds a bit more damage, but it's Big. tabseN and XANTARES, the troublesome twosome mopped up by the IGL. Mousesports closing few bits of the round. Maybe just gonna look to try and cut off these rotations. All these nades going into B have more than made the presence of Big known, and Mousesports will be shutting them down one at a time. Smooya, ooh, he will get another, but surely this is where it stops. Surely this is where you put Smooya to bed, and indeed it is. Frozen.
Pull the comeback. Oh, Rob's getting caught in mid. Smooya's going to get away with that frag on the AWP, and it seems like Big do want to commit towards B still. They run back towards the tunnels. That smoke is down once again, and Chris J, he's left the site. He's left the round. tabseN's caught him with the Krieg, and B is empty.
Yeah, now that bomb rotating in, and Mousesports are desperate to get as many of these kills while they can before that bomb goes down. And they know that XANTARES is still here in middle. Barrage has come to an end, and now they try and play on the back of it. Frozen, first man in, into this deadly, deadly crossfire that's set up, and he'll be the last man out. 12-3, Big, a monster
to health. Flashes to go through, and tabseN wants to try and get some information, take a ranged fight. They'll spot Karrigan up close, accidentally killing Chris J, but he will take it. That bomb has been dropped, and Karrigan, he may be on the site, but he doesn't have the package. Those smokes have now faded. This is going to make things very difficult for Mousesports, but not if they get all the kills, and that is exactly what they're doing. Tizian stuck in the spawn, no bomb.
Instead, they're hoping that the util can give them some chances to find a kill here and there, and that's not looking to be the case right now. Tizian will get one, but that is the only armored player dropped. Next, hidden in this smoke, it's a bit of an awkward angle for him. He's somehow still alive. He's somehow still being a nuisance. They finally shut him down.
Yeah, this is where it should just be done, but Smooya's coming on the flank. They don't know. He's found himself inside of the site, and WOXIC is the only man here to stop him. WOXIC will go for the 1v1 on that A site and just try and win the round. This is a really big call from Mousesports, and Smooya should get that frag, leaving us now in the clutch.
But see, leaving Carrigan there, it's ballsy, and I kind of love it, but also you see the drawback it has, and that is if he falls, 1v1 now for Smooya, and it's WOXIC. Oh, Tabson. I mean, there's not even a smoke down, is there? Yeah, now they throw one in. Now they realize maybe this is something we should have done a little bit sooner, as Tabson on a roll in this round. WOXIC has managed to get up onto the ramp, and Rops is trying to hold this smoke, but they just telegraph this. We're so deep that we can just peek in a CT and get those kills on players looking mid. And that is not the case. This round, it is that AWP on WOXIC that really has to make all the difference, and it's already been bought low. He has got one, but he's got to do more. Chris J, the other armored player for Mouse, has gotten into the site, and he has retrieved an M4. Trying desperately to do anything is Chris J, and he has at least him by.
That was the only bit of util. That was the only chance they had to get a plant, and they managed to do it. They managed to get that bomb down, but what past that? Surely nothing. Chris J, he's stuck in a 1-on-3. He's pinned at the back of the bomb site, and XANTARES is coming through the tunnels into his own smoke.
Just outside of the doors, Flash goes a little too high, and XANTARES has dodged it as a result. They try and trade him, and that's actually just feeding the beast. They send more into the maws of XANTARES. WOXIC looking to go blow for blow with his Turkish brethren down in the pit. XANTARES still holding on, still ready and waiting. In with a third. Oh, and the fourth as well. He's looking for the ace. He's not going to get it. Carrigan denies him that.
Surely he doesn't expect this position either. Fake plant. Oh, dear. Carrigan. I mean, that's a
decision. All that's left in the tank for Mao is a good old B hit. Will it prevail? They've been able to get past the first man. Next up on this boost, yet to fire off a shot, and now he makes his presence known. He's even able to get out of danger before WOXIC becomes a problem, and next, he might just get them all. Never mind, Rops on 1 point of health to snatch that dream away. But he will offer himself up to Smooya and promptly be dealt with. Hugo, we are going the distance. We are going all three. Inferno to close out this series 1-1 right now.
Trying to cut off this play, but it still leaves Rops with room to move through this banana.
And there's still a player that hasn't been spotted yet, so Mousesports have to take a bit of time here to try and clear this B site. They will now get that bomb down, and they've actually dealt with Smooya 3 on this retake now, and Rops winning his fight over at Banana, helped out by another one going the way of Mousesports. It's Next left up alone. He will take that first man down, but there's this crossfire between Frozen and Rops. They're just waiting for that contact to get made, and there's Frozen swinging.
God damn, dolphin people, Harry, they're everywhere. Oh, nice nades. And Chris is cornered. Chris is stuck. They know he's there. He's going to spam. Oh, XANTARES getting blind. Chris getting away with a kill. That's more than you can ask for, considering how well Big did a job of isolating him there. Tizian's taking that AK back to the A site. There's 3 players here, but a great flashbang in middle, and Frozen. You talked about him, Harry. He's coming alive, but so is Tizian. Bomb dropped in middle. He's got to smoke for that again, but now Rops needs to come out through the boiler. Carrigan actually jumping and diving, grabbing that package with just 10 points of health remaining. Tizian trading places inside of that smoke. Rops has got to realize, surely, that this player has backed off, but instead he'll meet a whole different man. Tabson tapped in the head, and Tizian wrapping apps. Side and flashes up mid. Tizian gets aggressive and he finds a kill. There's plenty more where that came from. Mousesports still have 4 players mid and apps bound. Rotates coming back in from Big. Carrigan again going through smokes. There's just no fear on Mousesports, and at this point I don't blame them, but XANTARES is ready and waiting.
But it's Chris J doubling up and just Tabson off that much longer. He has managed to retrieve a Molotov. That goes in. And that will force Chris J out into the open. Now only Frozen left. He knows where both players are, and he's done damage, but Tabson's still able to get the kill. There's no time. Yeah, Smooya smoked off Tizian. A lot to do, but there's the first kill. It is on to Carrigan. Now that he's hidden on the other side of this smoke, will get followed up onto by Frozen. Very methodical here. That smoke fades. Smooya on the other side, and I don't know how he would on the box. Try and use this smoke like a bit of a makeshift one-way. And Tabson, first point of contact. Frozen lines up 2, but isn't able to find it. Next gets him. It's WOXIC alone. alone, but he's doing the damage, and he's looking for Smooya as well. He's just got to run for the hills. What a round from WOXIC as he's...
Chance in that second half, and Big starting to mow Mousesports down in middle. Finally, a change. This little boost up from Nex gets some damage, and Tizian converts 2 kills. Nex will join the tally. That nade, it could do something, but Frozen gets away. Mousesports, these mid pushes through the smokes have been pretty successful in the past, but this time finally getting shut down. I like that play from Tapson as well. He doesn't just try and take a fight, he just throws a smoke to get a even more brutal position behind these Mousesports players, cutting off any chance of them saving, and they're going to line up for him. So 2 kills for Tapson, and a lot of info for Big. They might decide to rotate a player back towards A. They might need that player to rotate fast, but Tizian, he's mowed down 2. Nice spray control as these T's come through the apartments, and Smooya catching Karrigan short side as well. Another player spotted here for Big. More and more info by the second, and only Chris J remains. He's not going to get out through this boiler alive. Where do they go from here? Nex is still up on the top as well. He can cut off this bomb. Chris is going to go through mid, and Nex has found the frag. That's a very important kill to take, as it leaves Big in a 5-on-3. Mousesports with nowhere to go but the A site. They don't want to double back towards B where they have no map control. WOXIC getting picked, and Tapson's going to double it up. Didn't even look like he hit Frozen there, but a headshot coming through regardless. And Robs, you know, whatever you got, now's the time to show it. 1-on-4. If you could get this kill on Smooya, maybe the B site's an option, but does Smooya overstep his mark?
You know what's going to happen? I was going to say, the moment's...
Done is going to be the answer. I mean, Karrigan even said that earlier, right?
Yeah.
They just came straight here, so not really much time nor room to breathe. Nex has dropped the bomb in middle. He's going back in for more. Another flashbang, another frag. And yeah, this is another done round, it seems. But with Smooya, XANTARES, and Nex on the other side, good luck. Continual repeat. XANTARES killing Karrigan through his teammate, and the bomb getting thrown even further.
Route, no matter which one you choose. This A site is by far the most terrifying. And
He's got a cross archway. XANTARES coming round the corner, and Karrigan's got to kill. Another gap, another movement behind enemy lines. Will this make things complicated for Big? Will Mousesports back off down mid? That seems to be the case as Karrigan runs through CT. Smooya's got to do it all.
Yeah, Karrigan waiting for this rotation, and Tabson finding him. This is pretty quick on the rotation if needed. Smooya, first man down, second man follows up, and that is the half. 9 have managed to dink up Rops, even finding some more damage onto Frozen, but the first kill going the way of Mousesports at this B side of the map. There we go. Nade gets rid of Frozen, and that's probably tempted them enough. The flashbang actually sends Chris J packing. Karrigan getting 1 before he goes back through that smoke. So many players brought down low here for Mowers, and the kills just not getting found. It's Smooya getting dealt with on that flank that maybe makes this... I was going to say a guaranteed Mowers round with that kill now coming in. I mean, there's no stretch of the imagination in my mind that this could still be a round for Big, and with shots getting landed like this... Oh, looking for one, and it's right here. Him creeping for that has led him to find both players. Prompted a rotation. That flashbang raining in through CT now lets Big know that there is a moment where there's 1 man less at this A side of the map, and so they immediately activate on the back of it. They try and go in, but the 2 players that are here are doing a stellar job of holding it down. Rops from the pit, in the ruins, and now they try and carve a path in from a different angle, but there's the wrap from Chris J. Bomb's been dropped, and this round is all over the place for both of these teams, but it does feel like Mousesports, they've got to have the edge. Surely Nex and Tizian in with the response, but they still haven't found Karrigan. They still haven't dealt with him. They finally deal with the IGL of Mousesports. And now it's what feels like it could be anyone's. This next kill between the 2 Turkish players decides so much. And it's XANTARES to get it onto the 5 HP WOXIC. Rops 1v2, and that is a tall order.
Yeah, Nate could be good, but it's not going to get a kill. He's got to force both these fights. And XANTARES is going to swing. Absolutely no patience for whatever shenanigans Rops has. Oh, well, boy, has it happened. Mousesports are all out of cash, Harry. They're going to get aggressive, try and force some gunfights. Karrigan's pushed down mid. That's easy running low. He's got to get a reload in. Frozen's found a kill. Banana pushes there. He's got an AK. Bigger falling apart at the seams. Next needs to save the day here from under below. And Karrigan getting caught trying to pick up that AWP. It's something here. It's a start for Big, but they still haven't even got the bomb.
And I love what Mousesports are doing here. They've decided, right, we're very fragmented across the map. We've got 2 players still in A, 2 down the bottom of Banana. We give up that bomb. because Big, they've still got to take the time to clear it, right? They don't know that no one's on this bomb. They don't have the information that we do.
On an eco, Frozen, big round from him, just pushes down Banana.
More can you get out of Smooya? One thing I will say, this double hold over towards short is a horrible beast to deal with. And Big, they kind of learned that the hard way. They go running into it. First time we really see Mousesports try and bring that out. Smooya's been dropped now, and it's Tizian alone. His Glock's in his hand. Can he find anything here? I don't think so.
Wow, Harry, I can't believe
I know. I can't believe I've called it this early either, but...
They're just fully giving that up. No one is even accounting for this for Mousesports. Luckily, it won't be a problem. tabseN just goes right through the smoke. Right when WOXIC turns away. Oh, the timing could not be better. 30 seconds, and tabseN, little does he know it, he's about to get a free frag. WOXIC not ready, and tabseN playing with his food. There's the kill. Now Big can just run inside of the B site, but there's still 2 more players here.
Yeah, it's Frozen and Karrigan. That smoke actually kind of leaves Frozen hidden right now down by the tree. I don't know how he's still alive. How is he still going? They finally comfortable in this bomb site, so they are just both over at the coffins. They've got to win these fights heads up because there's no playing for the post plant, at least not right now. And Smooya backing off. He's been forced into the ruins. Does he wrap CT or does he try get them off the bomb in the molly?
He's done it.
He does get them off the bomb, and there's very little time left. Rops is back on it. It's going to be down to the wire. Oh, it's so close, and Smooya's got it in the Molotov. He wins the round. He'll be leading from beyond the grave, and everyone else are Big. Well, they're trying to get down through short, and that first involves getting past Rops. WOXIC actually, a lot of the responsibility in this round going to fall onto the head of Smooya, and now it is just him in the server. 1v4 this time required, and WOXIC homed in already. Mousesports 15-12. They will reach, feeling it right now. And the one plus side to having the man that is feeling it so damn much down in pit is that if you take this B site, he's got such a long rotation to come in. So I'm imagining that's what we see now from Big, and they will open up onto chrisJ once again, finding their opener over here at the B site. That Molotov is enough to trade onto tabseN at the very least, and they try smoking through. They try going in on the back of this, on the back of the 1 kill they were able to get, and that 1 kill might be it in this round. They all get shut down. Karrigan and Frozen hold their own, and Mousesports, they'll be the first team to pick up a victory here.